Hi, Rosie. What are you doing? Hmm? It's an awful lot of tail flipping going on, George. What are you doing? Hmm? Ah. All right. I'm essentially just gonna water and do what I do in the morning and just run the camera. So here we go. Um, I wish that I had the ability to put this phone on my other tripod. I think I do. I just need to figure out where that piece is. There's a piece, an adapter, that will allow me to do that. But anyways, I get used to that tripod. I mean, it's taller than I am if you set it all the way up. And this thing is maybe, let's see, hold on. We are right here, maybe 3 feet tall. Anyways, all right. So let me flip you around. Hi, Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy, you're the baby. I mowed back here yesterday and I watered to here. I need to put the lawnmower away. Maybe I'll do that first. So I'm just gonna set this up right here. All right. Oh, you don't get your length until you have water in it. I do. Where's my wand? Huh? Have you seen my wand? There you go. All right. So I don't water everything because most things are on drip, but some things are not. Eat it. Mm. I have a little water station over here for the pollinators. The cats think it belongs to them. This water, like, I know. Okay. When I'm done watering, I'll take you around and show you what's going on. I never did plant up a seed tray in June, so that sucks. Guess that'll be my fall garden. This thing puts out so much water. It's like, before you know, you're flooding things. Okay. you know. So I have some more potatoes in the house that need to go on the ground. That's the last batch that went to legs. I planted them. They're doing well. For Idaho Gold. I don't know what the other ones are. I think they're also Idaho Gold. I prefer a Yukon Gold, but what are you gonna do? I suppose a gold is a gold is a gold kind of thing. I don't know. And then the primary stem here is loaded with Brussels sprouts. Whoop. Whoa. Telling you, before you know it. What? Alright. These last three, actually, I think they got plenty of water from last night when I watered the lawn with the sprinkler. I overwatered so they didn't get watered. Right now, I'm just watering a couple of things that are on the end that didn't get watered. Where are you going, George? Hmm? Get out of here. All right. Now, let's go work on the patio. Hi, Rosie girl. Yeah. Uh, actually, still a few things over here that I gotta water. Okay. Now, I watered the patio, and I don't mean the patio, I mean things. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose, you're fine. Things on the patio. Let me see if I can do it like this. Yesterday, so I don't really have to water much, but I do have to water the strawberries. And move. Okay, let me know if you fall. So I rotated a quarter turn every day. It puts out water like nobody's business. Okay. All right, give me 1 second to empty out um this hose. Put it away. Okay, turn off the water. Put next the hose. Oh, retrap. I think it's good. But it sure sounds like it's still on. Something isn't right. It's not in water good. Yep, see it's filling it up. No. Ah. It's very strange. Think? Oh, oh, that's not good. I'm gonna need a new one of those, I think. It feels like the water is it's building pressure. Oh, so shit. Oh, okay, that's closed. Yeah. Gosh darn it. I need a new water splitter. Okay. All right. It's fine. It's totally fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I almost just fell. Okay. Phew. So, I was gonna pull the corn and prep this location for the fall garden, but Brett has his two of his grandkids coming over Sunday, and so he wants them to be able to run through the corn and check out all the sunflowers. Which I'm not pulling sunflowers; they're not ready. They're not even close to being ready. But he wants them to just be able to run through the garden and experience it, like, you know, not just by looking at it, but by touching and tasting. And Vale loves the strawberries, and we'll see what little Ivy likes. She might enjoy the raspberries more than the strawberries, but I know Vale loves blueberries. I don't know if we're going to have any blueberries available for him, but we'll see. I know we got a lot of tomatoes going. So I think there's a pumpkin right there. There's another one right there. So let me look. Let me show you. Look at all the maters on that plant. Whoo! That's the Shelby. That's the Hass Shelby tomato. This one is not doing well. I need to check the. Yeah, that one's not doing well at all. Crud. You know, it's not surprising. What is surprising is that I have tomatoes. That doesn't surprise me considering the situation going on here. It's fine. The Roma is producing lots of tomatoes. These guys, I forget what they are. One's a pink fang. Wait, is that the pink fang? No, that's the Roma. One's a pink fang, and the other is the other Roma. Yeah, so one is a San Martino, and one is a... Man, I don't remember. I don't remember the names. There's so many I got going on. So, anyways, cucumbers going like crazy. I actually picked 5 that I had to throw away because they were ginormous. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with the pomegranate. We do have some pomegranates growing, but you know, every year we get just a shit ton of buds, and the amount of buds versus the amount that actually grow to harvest. Well, it's a joke. Anyways, so yeah, I need to order a new splitter. This one just took a dump. I'm trying to think of how long I've had that. I bought it here. So I think I maybe got it in like 2018, 2019, 20. I think I didn't start going into this backyard until 2019. It was really weird. I don't know if it was because I missed my old house, my old yard so terribly, or you know, who knows. I have to harvest. I keep pulling test cloves, and I just need to get this harvested. We're just not going to have a great harvest. That's just all there is to it. You know, I should not have let any of those poppies go wild because they basically killed out so many garlic plants. But you know what I always say, live and learn. A garden is all about living and learning. Look at that weed back there. Gee, many crickets. When I did all the weeding, I couldn't reach that one back there. And now look at it. It's like it's sticking its tongue out at me, going neener, neener, neener. The avocado tree is just like, it's insane. It's pushing out so much new growth. This thing has put on, I would say, every bit of 2 feet of new growth this year. I think it's actually more like almost 3. But I'm being conservative with that estimation. But it's almost as tall as me now. Like, for real. I'm not even joking. Isn't that crazy? Gee, many crickets. Yeah. Oh, I'd say it's definitely 3 feet of new growth this entire. When I say this year, I mean from this point last year to now. I don't mean like from January to now. I don't know if you remember or not, but I transplanted these echinacea from over by the patio. And then I also transplanted, because I thought this was a dead piece of yarrow. And then I realized that it had died back, but the root ball, I just pulled the whole root ball out. So I put it in here, and now look at it. Oh my God, isn't that so pretty? I mean, just look at that flower. And it's much like a zinnia where they'll come out one color and they'll graduate, and As they get older, they get a little lighter in color and fade out. Just like the zinnia, they pop up looking almost orange, And, oh, maybe that one is orange. Oh, that's a whole different plant. Oh. But look at this, like that, right? That's going to end up being like that. How pretty is this? Oh my God, I am just in love with these things. I love zinnias. I really, really do. Really, really do. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. Oh, they're so vibrant. My goodness gracious. Look at that. Whew. So, and this is one of the salvias that I transplanted. That's one of the salvias that I transplanted. And both of these, from wherever they begun with a plant that I started from seed. Here's some more of the transplanted echinacea. I pulled all the compost and the potting mix over. I'm going to pick a day. It's either going to have to be today, which is not going to be today because I got a lot going on this weekend. So it's going to be in about a week because we got a little bit of a warm-up coming on, and then we'll go back down into the low 80s, high 70s. But I want to pull every single thing out and just go through everything and organize. This is where I normally keep my potting soil and my compost, but I've had to keep it out of there because there hasn't been anything to cover it with. And, half the time it's just a big freaking sponge, and every time that it gets wet and the water seeps out, it's leaching the nutrients out from the potting mix to the ground. And so you don't want that. You want to try as best you can to tarp or cover your potting mix if it's going to be going through a winter season. At least that's what my soul is telling me. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I feel like should happen. I can tell you many times where I've picked up both compost and the potting mix, or the potting mix, and just been like, holy crap, this thing's heavy. Open it up and it's just a soppy mess in there. So anyways, yeah, boy, I tell you, every time I come back here, I forget that I put this up. I'm like, oh, it's almost like being surprised all over again. I'm not sure I care for how this door thing is made. I feel like it's putting too much stress hanging like that. So I might just go ahead and leave that down. Look at these sunflowers here. And since I've pulled a lot of this out, a lot of the Sweet Alyssum is going for it. You sent me all that Sweet William, right? And so they are a biennial plant, meaning like an annual is a plant that when you plant it, you don't expect it to be there the next year because it's a once and done kind of thing. We kind of get beyond that because of our climate, but that's what an annual is. Okay. A perennial is something that you can plant and it will come back every year. It may look like it dies back in the winter, but if you give it time, the proper kind of trim or what have you, it will come back. So I don't really want these seed heads going for it. So Sweet Williams are a biennial, And so when I seeded this bed, I knew that when the Sweet William come up, we would not see any flowers. Right, this is the year that they grow their foliage. Next year, they're going to be pushing some flower action. And what is this? I don't know. Next year, they'll push their flowers, and there's two different kinds. There's single, excuse me, and there's double. So the single is what we had in here before. It's the exact same mix that we had in here before. And the doubles are really pretty. So, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere, you know. So they're doing their thing this year. They're, like I said, developing the root system and pushing their foliage and staking their claim. Look at this. Isn't that just glorious? My goodness. I just don't even know how to act about these things. Jim crickets. I've been collecting seeds. Somebody just, oh, hey, George. I heard him come down the, what are you doing? I heard him come down the, the fence. So I'm watching this one closely. I don't like how this is coming in here because this looks like it's going to be ready to collect seeds soon. Oh, maybe this one is ready. No. Oh. Oh, looks like someone broke another one. And by someone, I mean one of them darn animals. What are you two doing? Are you two following me? Over here we have, I'm going to put this in the ground. I'm telling you, I have grown the same potatoes in that bag for years, never harvesting. It needs to go on the ground. It really does. This is where the original, bunch of yarrow was planted. And so when I was pulling out some old, basically cleaning it up, I inadvertently, like I said, pulled the root ball out of one. And so we definitely don't want that, or this for that matter. Okay. Anyways, so these are, like I told you, the Yukon Golds. That is evidence. I don't know if you can see all the spider webs there, but I think that's my spider webs. I'm gonna have to clean up back here. Oh, let me show you. Oh my goodness gracious. Ah, let me show you. Look at this. Look at those Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited about that. Cannot express. I gotta get this out. Every time I walk by it, I'm like, I gotta get it. When I come back, I'll get it. When I come back, I'll get it. Okay. Oops. Oh, there's more. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. Put that in the yard waste bin. This is that magic carpet time, but I am forever fighting the weeds that want to grow in the middle of it. I mean, eventually it won't allow that to happen, if it becomes thick enough. It will not allow that to happen. This one's really taken off. This one's taken a while. And these two, I don't even know what to say. I mean, most times this water doesn't even go down. So, yeah, I don't know. Here are your tomato plants. As we talked about, I swear I'm sending them out. This is the greenhouse where everything goes to die these days because, let's see how hot the latest hot has been. Oh, 95, that's not too bad. But keep in mind, that we have not been above the 70s. So we haven't been above the 70s, and it's been 95 in that greenhouse. Imagine how hot it gets when it's, uh, you know, look at this begonia. I just can't stop looking at it. I really wish that I had this lobelia in with the begonias, because wouldn't that be stunning? That purple and this beautiful, beautiful, what, peach yellow? Peachy yellow. I just love it. Look at this. Ooh. I think I'm going to get me a little, it's not quite done. I'm just going to get me a little snacky snack. Rose, what do you want, baby? The door's open. Okay, okay. I don't know which. Oh, you probably want a brush. I got to clean out the hair from the last brush I gave you. Because, hold on. Let's sit down. Oh, what's up, Rosie girl? What's that song? What's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, pussycat? Anyways, so Brett's coming home. Of course, I got mud up under my nails. It's inevitable. Inevitable. It's more shocking when there's not dirt under my nails. Anyway, so it is, what is today? Saturday? Saturday. Bella's gone. She'll be back at the end of the month. She's having a good time with her cousins and her auntie in Reno. Nicole hung out with her friends last night, so she didn't come home. And I don't know if I told you or not, but I picked up a new Bissell steamer. I've never had a steamer. I mean, I've got a carpet cleaner, you know, but it's a you know, it's a shampooer. It's not a steam cleaner. And so, but I've got this spot in the kitchen that is the bane of my existence, and I have not been able to find anything to help me get in there and scrub it. It's in between the stove and the cabinet, and I cringe when people come over. If they want to go in the kitchen, it's like I can barely reach in. I mean, I really cannot. I cannot get my hand in there in a manner that allows me to do anything. I can get my hand in there, but that's it. That's it. I can't like grasp a scrubber or, you know, anything like that. So Rose is trying to get my attention right now, so you may fall. So anyways, so really, did you really just do that? What a brat you are, young lady. Oh, look at this. I gotta clean this out. My goodness. I know, but I'm not doing it right now. I'm on the phone with Grandma. I'm on the phone with Grandma. Would you please stop? I'm not gonna brush you yet. I gotta clean that brush off so I can get the rest, okay? Okay. I told her I'm on the phone with Grandma. All right, beat it. Beat it. Beat it, you bum. What were we talking about? I'm telling you, these cats distract me so. I don't know. Oh, the steam cleaner. So, I tried to clean that area with the steam cleaner, and it's interesting because it's gonna work, but I haven't figured it out yet in terms of the best way to do this, because there's a lot of different tool heads, you know, cleaner heads. And I tried the brush last night when it first, well, actually, I tried the brush last night once the Amazon order came in, because I needed I needed, you can go eat, baby. I needed distilled water. That's what I needed. Distilled water. So I needed distilled water. That's what the thing calls for. And so I waited and waited and waited, and I was so tired when it got here. But I went ahead and, tried it out, and I see how this is going to work. But with the brush head that I was using, it wasn't, it worked. I mean, I definitely see a remarkable improvement on the one section I was working on. And so it's going to work. Once I figure out the proper head to use, excuse me, then I'm in business, dude. I'm so excited. So after I loaded the dishwasher this morning, I went ahead and pulled a bunch of stuff out from behind where I keep the dishwasher. Steam cleaned the floor, and you know, it was amazing. It was amazing. I just don't have to mess with a mop, and if I do want to put some of the, it's a floor cleaner oil. It's basically, I like the smell that it brings into the kitchen when I use it. It comes in a little bottle you mix with water. But I don't see why I couldn't just put that down while I'm I don't know. Anyways, bottom line is, I'm sorry, I'm running through all the thoughts that are going through my head at once, out loud. So welcome to my brain. No wonder nothing gets done. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on today. I got a dishwasher going now. Once that's done, I'll put everything back, and then I'll work on the rest of the kitchen. And then I gotta dust and vacuum. Did you get it? Oh God, did you eat it? Oh no, but you're about to. Oh boy. Oh, Rose is chasing a fly. Did you get it? You didn't get it. I'm gonna shut the door so it doesn't go in the house. Oh, I saw that, Rose. Oh, are you going in? Go ahead. Nope. She jumped into my chair. I thought she was stealing my chair, but she was just using it as a step down. What are you doing, George? Anyways, so yeah, just getting the house ready for the company that's coming. There is a spot in the sliding door frame in the track that just gets all the gritty just from the environment. And I have tried to use the hose to get it out, but that just turns it to mud. I'm hoping that the steamer, there is an attachment that I saw that first, as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, that's probably going to work in the track of the slider. So I can already feel the weight of some situations that I haven't been able to address because of, the restrictions this disease puts on me physically. And like I was telling my daughter Nicole yesterday, I said, I've learned since I've been diagnosed that it's okay to find a device that makes certain tasks, everyday tasks, easier. And it's okay to purchase them if you're able to, because the more you can make things easier on you, the easier life will be on you. Because if you're always struggling to get things done, you're just going to say, forget it, man. It's just not worth it. And in some cases, you don't want that, man. I don't. I want to be able to man, when I was younger, I'd pull a stove out and clean everything, but it's a gas stove. And I'm like, I'm at a point in life where I just can't do that kind of thing anymore, you know? Now, if I didn't have this disease, I would probably not be at that point. I'd still be working, for God's sake, in construction, you know? That's the only reason I'm not working anymore. This disease took it away from me. But the point is, when I buy things like this, I'm doing it with purpose to make my life easier, to make it so that I don't spend an exorbitant amount of time scrubbing with hands that can't take it. I just, if I scrub too hard, my hands go on fire, and it's just, you know, they, like my thumb will like really stiffen up, and, you know, I don't mean to be complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm explaining what I go through. And some people have things way worse than me, you know, and so I don't want to make it like, you know, poor me. It's not like that. But for me, in my world, what I have to deal with is, you know, it's a lot. And I really am grateful when I come across an item that is going to do exactly that, make my life easier, easier to bear, easier to deal with. Simple tasks aren't so simple. Scrubbing I can't wait to use this in the bathroom. Scrubbing the tub. I hate scrubbing the tub because I am in so much pain when I'm done. But this thing, I'm going to use it to scrub the tile and the tub, and I'm not going to have to bend over or get on my knees. I'm telling you right now, for me, this was not a luxury purchase. This was a necessity purchase. This is something that I need to be able to maintain and care for me and my home. And that's the bottom line. So, you know, when I first got this disease, I'd find a little something that might make things easier, and I'd feel guilty for buying it, you know, because all my life I didn't need help. And I'm of the mind that I won't ask for help. If I need it done, I can do it. But one thing I've learned in this disease is there's no shame in asking for help or finding a way to help yourself out with a steam cleaner or what have you. So, you know, I know that if I'm feeling that way, other people might be feeling the same way. Because to be honest with you, I think it's important that we tell our stories. Like when I first got clean off of methamphetamine, not when I first got clean, but once I had about 5 years under my belt, or even before that, to be honest with you, I've never been one to hide the truth in the shadows, even my own truth. And so, you know, yeah, if I did something and I fucked up, I did something and I fucked up, and I hopefully learned a lesson and adjusted my behavior, right? I don't know that I learned many lessons when I was younger and an active addict, but I was raised in a good family, and so I had a good set of ethics under my belt. But once I got some time under my belt, I told my story, and I told my story because what we learn in rehab is in the ASG meetings, which is abstinence support groups. In those meetings, when you tell your story, you're throwing a lifeline out to somebody in the group. There's somebody in that group, maybe not every time you speak, but there's going to be at least one time when you speak that the lifeline, somebody grabbed for it and they held on. And that was their first step in recovery. So when you tell your story, you're throwing a lifeline out to those that need it. And your story doesn't resonate with everyone. Everyone's story doesn't resonate with mine. But when a story resonates with you, and you take action because of it, you've reached for that lifeline that was thrown out. And the opportunities are endless. When you take that first step, there's a lot more steps to go. But that first step is the hardest one, you know? And so it's really important for us as recovering addicts to tell our story, you know, and not just, you know, fluff it up to make yourself look good. I mean, when I got clean, I didn't get to start my clean time for a couple of years because I had a couple of what do they call them? I fell off the wagon, let's say, a couple of times. Not for long periods, but just to party for a day, right? Um, and the one that really stuck with me and made me realize what the hell am I doing was the time that my daughter Nicole went into labor with her daughter Bella. And when I went to the hospital, a friend of mine that I used to work with, he was my boss. He, I don't know how he heard that Nicole was having the baby. Oh, I think we had Facebook back then. I think we had Facebook back then. I probably posted, you know, like a check-in at the hospital she was born. And so he actually was coming in from wherever he was working. We, you know, we worked in the same industry. And he stopped in to see me, and I was filled with so much shame because I was so wired. I was so wired, and there was no way he didn't know. There was no way he didn't know because he was aware of that kind of thing. And so I felt so much shame, and my daughter who I love with all my heart, had difficulties, and we almost lost her. And I think that those things really stuck with me and made me really think about, what are you doing? I worked hard. I worked hard for sobriety. I had been a drug user since I was 16 years old. I got sober in, see, if I was 16, she's going to be 17 in January. So I was high when she was born. So I think I have 14 years clean. Next year it'll be 15. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. So I have 14 years clean off of meth, okay? And I'm not afraid to tell my story. Some people are like, "Oh, why would you do that? Why'd you put yourself out there like that?" Like, dude, I'm throwing a lifeline. I'm not putting myself out there. I'm throwing a lifeline. It ain't about me. It's not about me. Okay? Someone is looking for the lifeline, and you never know when it's your lifeline that helps them. So, whatever, it doesn't have to be about drugs. It could be about mental health issues. I suffered from mental health issues when I went through the whole traumatic thing that went on when, well, let's not get into that, but I'm finally healed with that and whatnot. But, you know, telling our stories helps people. I guess the whole point of all this was telling your story helps people. Period. It really does. What, baby? You want to sleep? What's the matter? Is the sun in your eyes? Oh, hold on. Here, you want that over that way so the sun don't get you? There you go, baby. There you go. Oh my goodness, that's a big yawn. You're such a silly, silly boy. Oh, are you chewing again? I'm gonna have to spray him again. That spray works really good. I don't even remember what I was talking about in terms of telling the story. That's why I tell the story of garden fails. You know what I mean? I also would appreciate feedback, but I, as a gardener, we fail, we figure it out, and then we make the adjustments for the next season. That's really the best you can do. You know, once the crop fails, there's not really much you can do about that. Uh, I mean, unless it's really super early in the season and you have, I mean, it's all complex, right? And we're all here to help each other out, right? We're all here to help each other out, and that's what we should be doing. Some people you want to help off a cliff. I'm joking. I kid because I care. Oh, Rose, do you want to come out again? Are you crazy? You coming? In or out? I'm shutting the door. In or out? Rose, you coming, baby? Girlfriend, I'm trying to. All right, I'm gonna close the door. All right, we're not doing that. Because she doesn't want to come out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the little tour of how things are going and not going. And I gotta get peppers started. That's one thing I do need to get started right away. Those need to be in the ground. I got a couple peppers going in that one um, seed starting tray that I watered, flooded. But I need more. I need more. So, um, yeah, that's it for right now. Hope you're having a really good weekend, Mom. I know it's going to be like blistering out there. Brett said it was 117 where he was at in Arizona yesterday. God. I know he's going to be grateful to be home in this cool weather. So, all right. I will talk to you later. I hope y'all have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.